Susie, I hope you're doing good. This one's for you. The video is brought to you by Yellow Jacket, and Yellow Jacket just came up with these bad boys. Look at these suckers. Super gauges that can do everything you need them to do on the job site. Just take a look and see everything they do there. Oh my gosh, it looks like they got more information on them than NASA supercomputer. Probably tell you what a unit smells like, what it feels like, what it tastes like. Maybe not, but the Yellow Jacket Titan Max digital manifolds from trusted company Yellow Jacket. I've been working with them since 2017. It's crazy to think this is 7 years and counting, but they are quality tools. They always will be. And you can find out more about this, which also goes with their wireless platform too. Ooh, Y-Jack. Ooh. So that's yellowjacket.com. You want to find out more information? You can find this stuff at truetechtools.com. Use our Shop Talk discount code to save yourself 8%. And when you're buying those suckers, that's saving a chunk of change. HVAC will break your heart. It's just a matter of time. Unless you're some kind of abnormal entity, people like to follow a path of increasing wealth and success in their life. That's the whole idea. You start out a grunt, you're going to grab someone's tools, you're digging holes, and you will dig holes in HVAC. I don't know how much they do it now, but back when I started, there was a lot of low crawl spaces because of the houses. Now more and more they're higher and higher off the ground, but there were a lot of low houses that never had HVAC that were getting HVAC, and we had to sometimes dig a trench to be able to install the ductwork or equipment in those particular houses. It's not fun. You may ask yourself, why did you do it in the attic? It's because sometimes things just don't work out. And that's too bad, but that's how life is. And if you ever had to do that, I feel sorry for you, because that's about as bad as it gets, having to dig a trench. It's like wet crawl space, hot attic, digging a trench is never good. Hole digging. You notice how no kid ever says they want to grow up to dig trenches? That's wisdom right there. You don't want to dig trenches unless you have a large apparatus you're controlling. In that case, it's cool. So, but I digress. You start out as a grunt. You move up. I like being a service tech. Service tech was very enjoyable. Cool tools, test stuff. You make more money than installing if you're working for somebody. I love being a service tech, but then I became a company owner. And company owner and service tech are not the same thing. And if you try to shove them together, it's like shoving two separate ends of a magnet. Or maybe it's like shoving water and francium together. You ever try doing that? It doesn't end well. It's bad. You can't be both. The more stuff you try to be, the less good you are at all those things. That's something that I've grown to realize. It seems like something that's obvious, but until you try to do too many things, you don't realize it. If you try to be a company owner, the only service tech, you're going to do installs too, or a one-man machine, there's a lifespan on that because your body and mind can't take it. And that's what the heartbreak is. I love being a service tech, but once you become a company owner, you have to start giving up parts of yourself, especially like the service tech part, that you really love, if you're going to be ultimately successful. Now, there's a lot of guys out there who are one-man shows, but they have limitations they impose on themselves so that they're able to handle that. And there's a finite amount of business you can do that way. I know there's going to be a lot of guys. There's always like a guy in the comments like, I made $40 million last year. I'm a one-man show, and all I did was change capacitors. I think some people are full of crap, to be honest with you. It seems like some people on the internet, shockingly, may be full of crap. I can't believe I haven't said that. But you got to give that up. You can be a tech forever if you want to be, but your body runs out on that one. So what do? Try to find some joy in being a company owner? Be an installer? God, no. Why would you want that for yourself? I don't understand it at all. It's just tough. It's hard to deal with that. It's hard to deal with that. And I could never really come to grips with it. I try to do all the stuff. That's what I try to do all the stuff, and it's just a constant dissonance because you can't do it all well. As a service tech, it's nice to not have to deal with administrative. As administrator, it's nice not to have to dig trenches while you're trying to do your administration work. You got to figure out where you want to be, what you can accept, and then go for it. And I think if you do that, you can have a happier life all around. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys and gals out there of the trade. Are you a trench digger? Are you a service tech and installer? Are you a company owner? Are you the one-man show who made $40 million changing capacitors? God knows there's going to be a few of you out there. Make sure your successes are known in the comments. I can't wait to read about them. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I'll see you before the Christmas holiday, don't worry. And God bless all of you. See you on the next one.